Today, what we are going to talk about a system that's literally giving you an unfair advantage on YouTube. My client, Shiv Shetty, cash collected $7,000 using this exact system. Listen to this voice note.
Like we had, for example, we have one lady who booked a call a couple of days ago just from YouTube. She just found me randomly on YouTube. I think watched the organic VSL, opted in, booked a call, and she is on the verge of paying 7 grand. Like,
So you can see why I'm 100% full with conviction why this system is going to give you an unfair advantage. And for that reason, I'm going to drink some coffee now. I mapped out some things for us, which we have to go through. Firstly, there is this thing, and I put some gray things over here. Otherwise, you're not really going to listen to it because of the shiny object syndrome we all have. And this is also the system which you're going to go through. Cash producer only printer I Bro, what the fuck is this same idea? Otherwise, I can promise you that because it gives, it made 7K for my clients, it's going to do the same for you. But, there's just one thing I really hate to see with other people who are trying to make money off YouTube, trying to get clients from YouTube. Most people really think that YouTube is all about followers, like organic videos, and the tactics, and this stupid stuff, which is 100% not. In reality, YouTube is only about one thing, like really just one thing. If you break it down to the first principles, value. That's all. You need to provide value. And you definitely have seen it like value in, value out. If you put in this much value into YouTube, you're going to get out this much value on the long term. That's exactly why YouTube is really a long term game. But still, now you're going to be like, yeah, Robert, I knew about that. On my days, I knew about that. Like, how can you say this? But if you would say this to me face to face, I would be like, yeah, then why did you cash collect 7 million also my dad? Like, if you were so good, if you know all this, like, why didn't you do it? Well, the reason for that being is because you don't know the correct way to provide value. Because what is the value? And how do you provide value in the correct way? And the secret, the big ass secret you never heard about is this right idea. You need the right ideas in order to provide value for the people. Because, listen to this, this is very important, guys. This is the biggest perception change for you to actually get clients. This is it. Value is not what you provide, but what the market takes. If you think, oh my god, my video is so valuable because I talk so much about this and that, if no one even listens or cares to implement what you told to them, how is that valuable to someone? You provide value when you facilitate a transformation in someone's life. And how you do that exactly on YouTube is through the right idea. Because no one cares about anything else but the right idea. Okay? So, value doesn't equal, this is what in informatics we say that something is not equal to something else. Value is not your ideas. No. The value is the solution to market needs. And that's exactly when you're creating your content about, oh, how can I just, this is a good idea, I'm going to create this. Of course, no one watches, no one books a column on this shit because your ideas are not valuable. What you need to do is transform your ideas to solutions to the market needs. And this is exactly where the cash producer money printer do ideation. And why I gave this name is that I fucking hate how everyone is just naming, oh my god, this 7 step to 10K per month system or this big ass system. Just doesn't matter what's the name of the system. Okay? So these are the 4 steps. You, dissection, validation, and flow also. And I'm going to tell you everything. So uh, this is how it looks like. Okay? So you can take a screenshot right here if you want to implement this later on. But also, I'm going to give you some things here. Okay, so firstly, you. What is it? Firstly, in order for you to get the right traffic, the right ID, sorry, in order for you actually to get the right people to come to you and just be interested in you, it's just one simple thing. You have to know your ideas. And why do I say that? I just diss you because your ideas are trash. Well, you need your ideas because this is your unique edge. Just think about it. If all of the creators on YouTube would be creating the same content, like would anyone watch any of them? No. Your ideas give you your unique edge. If you want to get clients, I know it's important to, not reinvent the wheel, but you cannot let you just never use your own ideas because then people are not going to remember it. They're going to remember the ideas that they already heard, but also from other people. So this is what I also see on other channels is that a lot of people just recreate the same content. And it's great, there is no problem with that. Just if someone watches the other video first, like the first video, and then watches your video, like you don't have any unique perceptions, you don't have any unique perspectives, you don't have anything which is unique in your content. So why would anyone care to book a call with you and buy from you when you literally just stole from someone else? And yeah, so that's why you need to know your unique ideas. And what we use here is Notion. So for our clients, we have the system, which is exactly looks like this is our brand, Notion Hub. And here we have the content hub. This is for one of our clients. And this is exactly how, we do the content right here. Like, yeah, cool stuff. I'm going to take this because this is for our client. Technically, I really need that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, well, let's go to the next step. This is dissection, okay? When you have your unique content idea, you have to align it with your ICP. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say I have this idea of, yeah, I want to talk about YouTube content creation, or this is the idea today for me. I want to create a video about how to come up and really create good YouTube content ideas. And this idea came from me, again, came from because one of my homies asked about, yeah, Robert, I have to have my client get better content ideas, like how to do it. I was like, why don't I make a YouTube video about it? But before I could actually do that, I have to understand how it aligns with my ICP, so my ideal client profile, basically who you are targeting. And I understood that, hey, this is the type of person I want to work with, this is X, Y, and Z, and how this idea perfectly aligns with them. And how you actually do that is by dissecting the idea. Now, what I mean by that is um, you have to understand and align the idea with your ICP. So firstly, you have to understand how this idea is aligned with your ICP. Firstly, the problem. So this idea, which is YouTube content, let's take an example for me, how that aligns with the problem of the people who I'm trying to attract. Well, I can say that I want to create content of YouTube ideas, YouTube content, YouTube ideation system. Let's say this is my idea. This aligns perfectly with the problem of people don't really get clients from YouTube. If this is the problem they get, then how can I, express this? How can I do this? But first, I have to understand how my idea aligns with my ideal client's profiles, problems, goals, benefits, and an example. Like the example is how can I, how can I talk about it in a way that my idea I understand? So this is why understanding your unique idea is really important. And why I say this is because this is not just about, oh my God, I understand my idea. Just think about it in this way. If you take a look at some quotes, for example, these quotes, for some reason, they have depth behind it. You can feel the quote being deeper than the other. I definitely can say that you have had this experience. In the same way, when you just have an idea, oh, I want to make a content about YouTube ideation, oh, that's all. But when you really think about, okay, if I want to create this content, how can this have my ideal client, like problem, goal, benefit, like how this helps them, then this is going to give the depth to the content. And then the depth is going to make you and your content just perform better with your ICP. Okay? So this is why this is a really important. Okay? Dissection. You have to align these ideas, your unique edge, with your ICP. Because this is how you really take your ideas and align with the market needs. And this is the first step. Sorry, I messed it up. This is the first step. Now we have to go. Validation. Now you have heard this, and this is very true. Don't reinvent the wheel. And that's really true. Never ever try to come up with ideas that, oh, this is going to be a banger video. No, 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 no. That's not good. Or it can work and maybe, from 1,000, one is going to pop off and you just waste a lot of time instead of really just taking the time to take a look at the validated idea. Because what happens is that YouTube is a marketplace. So you need to search for those YouTube validated ideas, meaning that the YouTube marketplace already validated and seeing or deems them as, oh, this is a good idea. And how you actually do that is you save these ideas. As you can see, right here, I have a bunch of these ideas. This is what we call outliers. I have 95 videos here saved. What the what an outlier means is that on a channel, usually there is an average of how much views they are getting. An outlier is a video which is performing much better than all the other content on the same channel. So an outlier is really making, like, this is how I imagine an outlier. Like, um, this is the content, like these are the content and these are the views they are getting. This is the views and this is the content. These are the views, and one just gets this many views. This is an outlier because this content is just for some reason much better. And why that is usually is because the idea is just much better. So that's why we have to save that. And as you can see, I have here 95 outliers which are already validated ideas. And you have to save this. You have to know what the market really wants to take a look at. Why? And you have to analyze that. Why is this important? Why is it getting better views? And bang. You save. And this is where we go to the last step, because this is just about the validation. Like you have to validate the ideas, you have to save validate ideas. And this is where we go to the last step. Before you create any content, this is where you have to go to the blow up zone. So firstly, what I mean by that is you have to create bangers through this structure. You have to take your unique perspectives and take market validated ideas, and that's the perfect place where you're going to blow up. Literally, that's it. That's the blow up zone. And why do I say that? Well, if you just only take market validated ideas, and you never give something in for the viewer, no one's going to care about you. No one's going to remember you. It's just not worth it. If you only, put your unique perspectives and never ever take a look at what the market already is, doing, then it's like, oh my days, I'm not getting views. Why? Well, because your unique perspectives are so unique that no one actually cares about them. So that's why the perfect place to blow up and create content is market validated, and it aligns with the market needs is the blow up zone, which aligns perfectly with your unique perspectives and the market validated ideas. And when you combine your unique perspectives with the market validated ideas, you will get views and clients, dollars, money in back. So guys, that's exactly how the cash production money created through ideation system works. And I hope that you really understood how this works, because there is a lot of steps here until you start creating one content. And I hope it's all clear for you. Now, if you want more help about creating content to YouTube and just generating more clients, as you see, I have Sheep right here, get a 7K cash collected. So if you want the same, there's a link down below where you can worth for you to spend your time watching my content. Subscribe for more, and I'm see you next.